Alright guys, so I wanted to make a quick video on an interesting post over on the Dokkan subreddit. A lot of times these guys do a lot of kind of analysis posts on, several different things, be it like optimal teams, how much damage a certain unit like, physical Vegito Blue or tech Vegito Blue might be able to output, even though there's so much RNG in them using super attacks and additionals and all that. Now, what we have here is a very interesting post from, Coenel, who is actually he is a former mod now on the Dokkan subreddit, but he's a really cool dude. And this is a nice little analysis of all of the free-to-play stones that have been, gifted to global players between July and December. And the numbers are actually quite surprising. If I would throw out a number to you, how many free stones do you think Global Dokkan has given to you in the past 6 months? I would bet most people would give me really, really lowballed numbers, anywhere from like 600 to maybe like 1,200, people would probably say at most. But in fact, the amount of stones that have been given for free in total in the last 6 months on Global Dokkan is surprisingly 1,739. Now that's really fucking good. Like, for free, completely free currency. Now, one thing obviously we do have to point out is that compared to other gacha games which might have, very good step-up banners or guaranteed units, Dokkan barely ever does this. Global has actually started, several banners have kind of done some like step-ups like this, and now the Ultra Instinct Goku actually is like a GSSR step-up banner, but the Japanese version of Dokkan does not have those same kind of step-ups and GSSRs. So if we take a look at these numbers, there are a couple things we can kind of take away as not something that is on like what average happens. So like, let's take a look at July, right? July, as you guys might have known on Global, was the 2-year anniversary. This was when the Super Saiyan 4s dropped right here. We have the Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner, and then we also have the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta banner. So, of course, 2-year anniversary, you would expect tons of free gifts, tons of things going on. Now, next, let's take a look at August, right? August sticks out big time here. 565. If you guys will remember, this is back when, for a short period of time, on both Global and JP Dokkan, you were able to farm up, what was it, about 20 stones a day, or 15 stones a day, 10 stones a day, some number close to that. So that led to a significantly higher amount of free stones than on average. Now, I can also know that, like, this period of August was probably the most hype it has been for Dokkan in quite some time, because both versions got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta right here, as well as Omega Shenron at the same time. Now, unfortunately, with the whole 2B release nonsense and stuff, it might have been a mistake to release the units on both versions at the same time, considering they weren't done, they weren't usable really back in August when they did come out. But that whole, what was it the 200 million downloads worldwide celebration, I believe? And that whole month, there was just a ton of free stones, a ton of free gifts. So that month, August of 2017, is an outlier. Now, July, we can look forward to 2018 here. July 2018 for Global will be the 3-year anniversary. I could see, Global getting about this, 355, maybe to as much as 500 stones in that month of July. So that's not really as, out there. Now, the rest of the stones you see, 219, 127, 222, 251 here. These numbers, it looks like the average will probably be, I don't know, October at 127, that's very low. But I would suspect the average amount of stones to probably be somewhere between 150 to 200 that we'll probably get on any given month. But that certainly is not the average across these last 6 months. So the point of this whole post is that if we take a look at this number, 1739, with 1739 stones on global, especially with, some of these GSSR banners and SEPA banners, you guys will have a pretty good chance at getting some marquee units. Like, let's just say, let's say, for example, between these 6 months, you saved up all 1,700 of these stones. You used nothing, right? We'll look at the Ultra Instinct Goku banner on global. On average, it took about 871 stones to summon Ultra Instinct Goku. Now, from my experience, as you guys know, I've become like an ultra uber whale. I use more stones than a lot of people do. I would say 800 stones is a pretty fair estimation of how often you'll be able to pull like a featured unit. Like just personally speaking from me, I would say it's pretty rare to go very high over 1,000 and not be able to pull one of the featured units on a Dokkan Fest banner. But at the same time, theoretically, things could go incredibly, incredibly bad. Let me go on a quick field trip to make this one point. Now, I don't know. This was just absolutely insanity. But recently on JP Dokkan, I actually used, I believe, 3,600 stones before I got AGL Tapion right here, which is just a ludicrous number considering on average it takes 500 to get him. So I went, 5, 6, 7 times the amount of average stones before I got one copy of AGL Tapion. So, there is always a possibility of that happening. But at the same time, there's also the other end of the pendulum. I routinely will get people tweeting me. I put 5 stones in the banner and wabam, Ultra Instinct Goku. Wabam, I pulled, the new SCR Ultimate Gohan on his banner. 5 stones and bam, I got Int Gogeta on his banner. There are people that do that, and at the same time, there's people who will go, 2,000 stones without the featured unit. But, if you are a free-to-play player and you manage your resources very carefully, you can really carve out a nice box for yourself. A really good box. You'll hear a lot of people say like, oh, YOLO a day keeps bad pulls away, all this bullshit. I am the opposite. I say fuck YOLOs. YOLOs are the best way to waste all of your shit and end up not getting a damn thing. For every single time someone YOLOs Cooler, YOLOs LR Goku Black, there's the same person who did 50 YOLOs and pulled, Int SSR Vegito. Congratulations. Like, you want to save your stones for premium banners with a ton of very usable featured SSRs. Like, if you own... So, let's go back to the post real quick. So, this post is kind of like talking about how if you had used these summons carefully and only summon on these banners. Like, look, 100 stones, 100 stones, 100 stones, 70 stones, 100 stones. Like, you can kind of spread them up among all these banners. And let's take a look at the units you could get. Super Vegito, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, really good. GT Trunks, really good. Goku Black, really good on global. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, really good. Gogeta, really good. Pan is okay. I would say the Super Saiyan 4 banners are way worse than the rest of these banners. Well, this one does have Vegito Blue, Tekle, and Frieza is not really that useful. Super Baby 2 is not really that useful, but you do have Rose Goku Black as well. But over here, these are where the banners get a lot better. You've got a lot of Dokkan Fest units in here. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Man, it would be a lot easier to show the JP version of this banner, though, I will say that. And then, of course, this one has, Rose, Murzumasu, Buhan, Omega. This is why anyone who has had a consistent account on Global for a while has a lot of these guys with almost all dupes because they've been on, like, every single damn banner. Now, if we take a look at the Int Gogeta banner, like, let's just say you kept... Like, how many stones are we looking at here? Let's say you kept the 355, 565, the 219, the 127, and probably a good amount of this 222, right? So, you would have been sitting at maybe like 11, 12, 1,300 stones, something like that, going into the Super Gogeta banner. And you could pull some fire. Omega, Rage Trunks, Int Gogeta... Buhan, SCR Gogeta, Golden Frieza, and Beerus anymore. Nah, you're not trying to get them. And then, of course, we have the STR Janemba banner here. In Janemba is, I mean, Extreme Intelligence, that team is really wonky. In Vegeta's pretty good. Obviously, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's amazing. SCR Omega is still really good on Extreme SCR. Cooler, we know, is, one of the best units in the game. SCR Cell is pretty good on Extreme SCR, as is Janemba. So if you would save your stones for banners that have like these step-up summons, GSSR summons, featured pools with, something like Ultra Instinct Goku, Kid Buu, Rose, not Beer, fuck Beerus, Merge Zamasu, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, Vegito Blue, Gogeta, like, these banners that have just these stacked pools so that, once you start getting featured SSRs, it's going to be good stuff. You want to skip banners like this. Hang on. Banners you want to skip as a free-to-play player is shit like this. Rising Dragon Carnival banner, double SSR rate. Oh, hey, great chance to pull an LR. No, there's not. There's not a good chance to pull an LR. Let's go take a look at one of these LR pull rates here. Damn it. This is something I really should have prepared beforehand, but I'm kind of going off the cuff. There we go. There's one. Just on average, a good 7,152 stones to pull LR Majin Vegeta. If you're a free-to-play player, you can't chase LRs. It's a mistake. It's not something you should do. So, like, the Fusions banner with GSSR, you want to do one multi on it, sure. But, like, the category system banner, like, they trick you with these, 30 stones and it's a GSSR, but these units don't really help you out that much. Sin is probably the best unit on this bunch. Sin or the Super Saiyan Gotenks. These two units you can actually use. Gotenks you could use on Super Physical. You can use them on the Fusion team. You can use them on the Majin Buu Saga team. Sin, you could use him on Extreme Physical. You can also use him on the Shadow Dragon Arc team. Both very good units. But the rest of these guys, these Gotenks, the Trunks even, he's good on Shadow Dragon Arc. But the rest of these guys, it just aren't really units that are going to, bring you to the next level. You want to save your stones for units that will bring you to the next level. And like all of these banners, LR Goku Black banner, this Bio Broly banner, these are all banners you fucking skip. Like, even like the Super Saiyan 3 Tech Angel Goku banner, that's definitely a banner to skip because there's no, 3+1 multis, there's no discounts, no step-ups, nothing. It's just, go in and summon and hopefully have good luck. You want to be careful with a lot of that when you are a free-to-play player. So there's a bunch of analysis on like how much, stones you can expect to use and what kind of units you could pull. Here we have just an overall number. Like if you had followed these, right? If you had put this amount of stones on all of these banners, let's take a look at what you'd get here. You'd get about 49 SSR cards, and then it says 3 of them are counted as GSSRs from the Ultra Instinct Goku banner, which you guys know had the GSSRs. 24 are banner SSR cards, so that's the number that you really want right there. That's pretty good. So you would have 24 of, a possible Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Gogeta, Kid Buu, powerful units like that you really want to get. And then, of course, the 3.5 new cards across every new banner. There's usually, nowadays, there aren't that many new cards. I guess, yeah, aka the newly released card on the banner. Yeah, there's not usually that many new cards. Banners nowadays. I certainly wish. But, let's take a look at the recent Goku Black and Vegito Blue banners. There's 2 separate banners, and there's, 4 new SSR cards. There's Rose, Vegito Blue, Zamasu, and Rage Trunks, and then you have a new SR, Zamasu, and a new SR Rage Trunks. But, look at the Majin Buu arc, the physical Vegito card. That banner. Vegito was the only new card on that banner. Look at Angel Golden Frieza's banner. Angel Golden Frieza was the only new card on that banner. Look at Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Super Saiyan 3 Broly was the only new card on that banner. And those are banners that are going to be coming to global very, very soon. Physical Vegito, Super Saiyan 3 Broly, Angel Golden Frieza. If you're free to play, skip all that shit. Skip it all. Those are not banners for you to be using free-to-play stones on. You're just not going to get a lot of value. Congrats! You got Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Extreme Tech may be the worst team of the bunch just because I would say their 120% leader might be the worst to use. It's really hard to tell based on the situation and if you need defense or if you don't need defense. But, something like Super Battle Road. Super Saiyan 3 Broly's unusable in Super Battle Road. He gets hit for, 500,000 million damage. You got to be careful of that. So, to take Kono's conclusions right here. Yes, this is so fucking important because you always hear this, that these games get 1 stone a day. That is a lie. That he says only uninformed whiners spout. But yes, that's not true. Over the last 6 months, we've averaged 9 stones per day. That is pretty good. Honestly, if y'all were to be told, yeah, we get 9 stones a day, most people would agree that's pretty good. So, if again, as he says, if you maximize resources, you can get 500, summons basically in the course of 6 months. My advice is to save these summons for the premium banners. If you guys look at my old videos, like I have all my videos sorted into playlists, on my YouTube channel. Go to my Dokkan playlist and go all the way to the very bottom. I pulled AGL Super Vegito on Global, and then I saved up every stone I got until the Christmas banner came out. I did the 3 GSSR multis and stopped. And then I saved the rest of my stones until the, what banner was that? The Vegito Blue and Rose banner when they first came out on Global back in April. So I had accumulated like 1,300 stones. Then I only used 400 or 500 stones, and I pulled Kaioken Blue Goku, SDR Gogeta, Vegito Blue, Omega Shenron, Buhan, Rose Goku Black, Sin Shenron. I had saved my stones for that specific banner and then pounced. If you're free to play, you have to do it that way. It is very feasible to be free to play in this game. You can't YOLO though. You can't be wasting stones on stamina. You can't be, putting it into shitty banners. I don't know, the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks banner. I guess that banner is pretty good because it did have Angel Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and Physical Gotenks. 3 120% leaders. So that's definitely not a shitty banner. But you guys get my point. Honestly, the SDR Ultimate Gohan banner, is that up right here? That is probably a shitty banner. Let me see. Are the stats for that banner up? They are not. All right. So in that case, let me bring it up on DBZ Space over here, because that banner was really bad on JP, and it's the same banner over here on Global as well. I was about to say, tell me it's not up here either. So look at this. Sure, you can get the new Ultimate Gohan, but no one uses Janemba. You're barely ever going to get any use out of him. Honestly, I would say he's one of the more underwhelming 120% leaders. And then the physical, Super Buu, Rage Trunks, Cell, Super Saiyan 2, Great Saiyaman doesn't even awaken on Global. And then Super Saiyan 3, Vegeta, these are not, premium cards you want to get. Only Ultimate Gohan is of any real relevance. So, you want to skip banners like that. Don't do YOLOs. Don't do all that. Just save for the good banners. And yeah, it's 500 summons isn't a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, but the 24 banner cards absolutely is, because you only need to get 1 for it to be Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and you are Gucci. And then, yeah, here we go. Hammers home the importance of waiting for the good banners, not just good units. That is the point to take away from this video. Go for the good banners, not just the good units. I love that line right there. I'm going to probably fucking tweet that line out immediately after I'm done making this video. Chasing 1 unit is a nightmare, but you are likely to get several other featured SSRs on your chase, and those need to be of value. Absolutely, yes. This is why the community was so rightfully angry at the gutting of the Int Gogeta banner. Yes, they fucked it up bad, and people were upset, because if you didn't get Int Gogeta, you were going to get shafted. I agree, absolutely. Conversely, of course, this is why Bandai gutted the Gogeta banner and always throws a few terrible cards on every Dokkan Fest banner, aka Tech Beerus, who never leaves any of us alone. He's on every damn banner. And yes, being free to play is totally viable in the game. You're not going to be, Rhyme style with his, Rose Goku Black team and, his full LR squad besides Rose, SCR Rose Goku Black. But you will be able to field good teams, multiple teams. You'll be able to take down any event in the game. Sure, you might struggle with something like Super Battle Road, but it is so viable being free to play. I just think there is kind of a lot of misinformation about how generous Dokkan is and how, you can't be free to play and just certain things. And I just thought this was a really, really solid post that goes over a lot of really good points and is just something to bring up to everyone. So thank y'all for watching. Good luck on any future pulls, and later.